So, one of the things that really bothers me, weird way to start a video, is how I like have these like random insights, these epiphanies, and then I don't write them down, and then it's like the moment is gone, and I'm just like, why did I let that fly by? And this is one of those moments where, for the longest time, I have been contemplating the Venus retrograde. Venus is about to go retrograde in the sign of Aries, like around the 2nd of March. And if I'm being honest, it's been sitting on my mind because I wanted to understand how what I can learn from this Venus retrograde. Because Mars retrograde has just finished, and I'm still trying to figure out the course correction that side. But Venus, I was like planning it out. And one of the things that I asked myself is Venus retrograde. What is Venus about? Venus is about our values, how we attract, how we love, how we care. And one thing I kept asking myself, I'm like, in this day and age, sorry, let me greet. If you don't know, hi, my name is Lasejo. I am an astrology practitioner, tarot reader, esoteric student, and yes, I started to run with the story. I was like, let's get into it before it disappears again. But if you don't mind, a little mid meet and greet. Great. So dang it, I lost it. I remember my point. I kept like telling myself, I'm like, sometimes it feels like in the world that we live in today, we look to the world to tell us our value, to tell us our worth. You want to start a business, you look at your competitors to find out whether you're overselling or you're underselling. You want to feel good about yourself, you have a well recognized, well received career, not a job, career. And I just kept asking myself, I'm like, okay, if we're not supposed to look out at the world to tell us who we are, to tell us what our value is, how do I determine my value? How am I supposed to know this is what is important to me? And then I kept sitting with that, and I would like pause for days. It sat on my mind. And then I like had that epiphany moment, and I'm like, what does Venus rule? Venus rules Taurus, and Venus rules Libra, right? An air sign and earth sign. But what are these signs about? Taurus is about feeling secure, it's about feeling comfort, and it's especially about feeling comfort within your physical reality. What is Libra about? Libra is about creating harmony, attracting people you want to harmonize with, negotiating, relating in a pleasant manner. And I'm like, I feel like that's it. And then bam, I had the moment, and I'm like, we determine what is valuable for us by understanding where we seek comfort, what are we comfortable with, and who we are comfortable with, why are we comfortable with those people, because that's when you know what you care about. And I think one of the hard things for people is that it's very hard. Venus going retrograde in Aries, it's about you, it's about your sense of independence, it's about the self. I think a lot of the times people struggle to be honest with themselves about different things. People say that what I value is I'm gonna go with this is my example. I value my independence. I value my freedom. But then you attract relationships that make you feel trapped, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta look at the natal chart. What are the stories, the narratives that you're playing? And then we need to understand, if that is what you think you value, why are you not embodying that value? How are you embodying your values? And I did like write a blog post on the Kosapa blog about, the Venus retrograde, if you want to check it out, and how it may affect you. But when I had that epiphany, like, I was just like, okay, are the people that I am comfortable with reflecting my values? Are the people I'm relating to, or that just in general, what am I comfortable with? Does this reflect my values? Do I need to change it? Do I need to go through a re-evaluation? Like, that's what Venus retrograde is about, a re-evaluation of your values. And I feel like once you start working on it internally, the lessons are easier to digest compared to, just it's smacking you in the face. But sometimes the planets do that, and you have to be okay with it. It's okay. It's just a moment in time. But yeah, like, I wanted to come on and say that, because I said I'd do it, and then I had a conversation about this very topic with someone, and it was amazing. And then after that, like, the thought just floated away, and I had to take time again to retrace my steps about what is value, where am I reevaluating myself, what themes could be apparent during this Venus retrograde. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, that's also okay. If you are going through the current Venus retrograde in Aries, or a future Venus retrograde, tell me what that experience is like for you. Even if you have Venus retrograde natally, I mean, this is your everyday. But yeah, I hope you liked it, and